Hello and welcome to Mr. Cricket UAE, and today we are here to discuss where the teams have scored 1,000 plus approx runs and what a day it is to be a T20I fan, because you have seen some insane batting from all four teams. I have three fans. One fan is yet to join, but I have Sanket from DC, Samruddh from SRH, Aram from RR, and PBKS is yet to come. But yeah, definitely they'll be busy having a party for sure. I have with me Ram and Samruddh and Sanket. Since we are discussing about the last match which we have seen, which was RR versus RR versus SRH. So I am here with Samruddh as well. Samruddh, SRH is right now playing insane T20I cricket, and we all love the way they have chased. I would really like to know, how did you feel about this match? What were the things which you think that team is becoming invincible at one point of time? Because अब तो आपके पास Pat Cummins भी आ गए. What not do we have right now for SRH? So can you just try to tell us what's your feeling about this match today?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to start by saying that चीते की चाल, बाज की नजर और सनराइजर्स की परफॉर्मेंस पे कभी संदेह नहीं करते. And one thing I would like to say that we wanted to give Pat Cummins a grand welcome, and this could be the best grand welcome we could give for our beloved Pat Cummins. I mean, what a performance. I mean, even by Pat Cummins as well. I mean, if you look at today, I think Pat Cummins was one of the most economical bowlers through all the four matches actually. He got a wicket and he was only bowler who went under 8 and over actually. He bowled superbly, and the way Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma batted, just taking off from where he left in the last game, it was absolutely fantastic to see. We are looking very invincible right now. I think the only thing that is really missing right now is Travis Head coming back to form. I think that if that one thing happens, then I don't think there's anyone who can stop Sunrisers right now. And sun is risen, sun is shining, sun is bright, and sun is going to be there for a very long time. So Sunrisers are here and Orange Army is back.
Great. Ram, discussing about this SRH की तरफ से जो समरुद्ध ने हमें बताया कि चीते की नजर, बाज की चाल और सनराइजर्स की परफॉर्मेंस पे कभी शक नहीं. आपने कैसे शक किया? आपको आरआर को ऐसे कैसे लग गया कि आज का वो मैच जीत सकते हैं? आप बताएंगे इस बारे में?
सर अभी जीत गए तो ये सब बोल ही सकते हैं. दे आर ग्रेट टू स्टॉलवर्ड्स जो पिछले मैच के बाद बड़े हिंजे विंजे कर रहे थे और ये कर रहे थे, उनको तो 120 रन पड़ी है. सो ऑब्वियसली हम शक नहीं, हमने साबित कर दिया कि भाई it's not everybody's day. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. And more than anything, I didn't think it was a great innings. They got Sharma got dropped on 4 on 30. They had significant fielding mess ups. And हमारे जो ग्रेट रियान पराग है उसके साथ आप क्या कोई भी गुजरात टाइटंस भी जीत जाती. Again, we are back to the same problems. We are back to using 8 bowlers. We are back to not backing our premium bowlers in Bishnoi and Jadeja, and he's bringing on part-timers like Ferreira, जो बाद में इसको विकेट लिया, but he's bringing on. You have got Sharma and you have got Ishan Kishan, who's been constantly hitting us. You've got them through a flyer at the power play. उसके बाद you're bringing a best bowler to try and get a wicket, and Parag decides that he's going to come in himself. तो भाई इतनी बड़ी कुछ जीत नहीं है, हमने बहुत फेंक के दिया है इस टीम और इस पैटैक्स को तो कोई भी मार सकता था. I think it's again back to it's very muddled thinking. We had a great bowling performance last time when we had 5 bowlers to play with. That is how you play this game. You had 5 premium bowlers. You bowl it. You put your thoughts right. यहाँ पे first of all, I don't know what's happening today. Or as I was saying earlier, किसी टीम से catches पकड़ी नहीं जा रही. We have been, I mean, in the previous match, Sanket would know more than anybody else now कि वो एक ही बंदे ने दो बार catch छोड़ के just gone ahead. Otherwise, the game changes. I mean, think about it, guys. If you had even for that matter, we had a youngster scoring a century, brilliant century today. He was dropped, but those catches, if has been taken, and then we don't probably get. In fact, Rajasthan would have been bundled out for far lesser because you saw how the middle order is struggling. If we didn't have that kind of hitting coming in, Dhruv Jurel was going at that near 140, which is nothing close to a good, good strike rate in this particular format. You had Riyan Parag failing again. You had Hetmeyer failing again. Jadeja cannot hit, so suddenly. जो 220 हमने बनाया है wouldn't even have gotten there. So I think more than anything, across all matches, I'm seeing a significant drop in fielding quality, which is just hurting. Because what's happening is, we are seeing. अभी बोल रहे हैं कि यार, is it a bowler's game anymore? But all these games, you take a catch and then you're gone. I think what's happening is because of the amount of runs being hit, I think fielders are either taking it easy or they just given up. They're like, अगर अगर एक proper straightforward chance मिल गया वरना they're just so succumbed and so used to balls disappearing all over the place. So I would say kudos well done to Sunrisers. We seem to not be able to win against them, but no, I will categorically deny that they're looking invincible. Invincible is Punjab. Those guys are looking like another team right now from another planet. 260 plus to whatever certain, no matter what the chances they got. Even if Shreyas Iyer had gotten out at that point, you still had Stoinis to come, you still had people to come. You those guys are looking like kahi aur se hi aaye. So I think they are the team to beat. Kudos to Sunrisers for getting through. I will have one more monologue coming at some point today itself, Ratsi, on how we have messed up yet again. So wo aayega. But I think what I would say is Rajasthan has found another way again to lose the match. We left 20-25 runs because of our bad finishing. We've given up the onus to Sunrisers by horrible captaincy, by not even taking the onus when we actually could, for putting the right bowlers in. हमारे premium bowlers ने एक over डाला है. So I mean I don't even have words to describe how annoyed I am, but yeah, it is what it is, and good luck to us. And I would say I'm more interested to hear on what Paji has to say about what his team's up to.
Actually, we all are really interested because Paji is looking quite happy about PBK's performance, and why not? I mean, when your team has done such an big target they have chased, and the kind of batting they have showed, Paji, 264 was the target, and it felt like they were chasing 300 because the kind of batting they were showing in power play, especially Priyansh Arya and Prabh Simran Singh, it was insane. I have never seen 6 overs में 116 runs. बहुत सारी टीम्स जैसे आज भी हमने देखा जब मैच हो रहा था फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में आई वाज कॉन्स्टेंटली लुकिंग कि ये 6 ओवर्स में क्या करते हैं, बट द एक्सपेक्टेशंस पंजाब किंग्स हैज टेकन, इट्स लाइक फार अबव द स्काई कि भाई आप एक्सपेक्ट करें और पंजाब किंग्स पूरा ना करे. क्या खा रहे हैं नाश्ते में आपके लड़के, क्या चल क्या रहा है?
Plenty of makki di roti and saag. That's what it is. You know, Basaki aiya and Basaki de vich makki di roti and saag chal diya, and they are definitely doing something right. And you know, even being critical of the team, you look at the bowling plans, they're a bit off today. The fielding was off today. As Ram said, you know, it suddenly seems that the fielding team, the best fielding team, will do something. So other than Punjab, you take Punjab out the question, we can chase anything. But I said at the start of the IPL that if Prabh Simran and Priyansh bat 6 overs, then suddenly this team is, you know, we back to 9. You saw today in the Rajasthan Royals game, you know, they have a pretty good start, and then the batting gets worse. Today, so even Sunrisers, as soon as Kishan got out, Klaasen isn't on form for me, but you know, they managed to get that, and Ankit's a good player at the bottom. But you look at the other teams, the batting gets slowly worse. The only team that I really fear, and I've always said it before, is RCB, because they have the similar balance to Punjab Kings. So, but Punjab, you know, everything is going well, momentum is well. As I say, today even Vadera knocked the 2 fours and got out, but he showed some intent as well. So even the players that aren't playing, they are batting well. So I think we're really in a good space at the moment. And, you know, a couple of more victories and then, you know, we can start rotating the squad. But it's very important for Punjab to finish in the top 2. And it's very important for us to win the first eliminator and get to the final. I think last year, you know, that's where we kind of messed up. So learn from the mistakes. But to be fair, I'm over the moon. And Shreyas Iyer, and thank you, Karan. Karan, there are 2 dolly catches. And, you know, when Shashank dropped that catch and Kyle made that beautiful century, and we have to, you know, give him a salute because it was a brilliant century. Very, very risk averse as well. Played proper cricketing shots all over the park. And, you know, he was just toying with the bowlers. But again, what happened is there was that middle pitch in the middle where they slowed down a bit. And then obviously they accelerated at the end. So I'm very, very happy, super happy. Punjab, keep on going. You know, we got probably 2 more victories and then we've secured the 1 or 2 spot because I say RR lost today. But Sunrisers, Samrud, you know, your team is getting good now. I think captaincy wise, Cummins coming back is big for them. And, you know, and the top 4, you know, if they fire and Punjab's top 4, we may see 300. We may see a 300 this season in the IPL.
Yeah, but you will not chase that down. Don't worry.
Yeah, right. Sanjay, talking about Delhi Capitals. So I was the one person who never expected Delhi Capitals to give this big of a target. No matter कितना भी डामर की तरह वो behave कर रही हो Delhi की pitch, 264 is I don't expect from Delhi Capitals because the kind of their form has been. But today KL Rahul showed that 152 is you cannot only expect the players जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा शोशा में उनका बहुत ज़्यादा नाम रहता है, but KL Rahul also has that kind of a caliber to score such big scores. And the moment he scored 150, there were so many records which were broken. ठीक है, रिजल्ट उनके पक्ष में नहीं गया, but I still believe that Delhi Capitals is now showing all the colors because 264 is what I really love today from Delhi Capitals. नहीं expect किया था, like regardless of result नहीं expect किया था. But how do you see that?
Yeah, hi, good evening to everyone and good evening, Ratsi. So my request is to you ki before I get stopped, give me some time today because honestly I deserve the time to express what I have. So first of all, KL Rahul, the third highest individual score in the history of the IPL, highest score by an Indian, highest score in the past 13 years in the IPL, second highest partnership in the history of IPL. That is what happened in the first innings of the first match of the day today. And guess what? The team still lost. So that just explains the story. You have off days in cricket. Everyone gets that. There is no team, even Punjab this season had an off day, they lost a match. There is no team in the history of the IPL that hasn't lost a match or hasn't lost multiple matches, in a particular season. This was not a match to be lost, to be honest. When your player and your batting breaks these many records to reach their highest score, highest franchise score, you're not supposed to lose. It's as simple as that. It's your home ground as well. Uh, I don't think I disagree with you when you say that Delhi might show colors of coming on in, because if you can't defend 264, I'm sorry, I don't know what as a Delhi fan might assure me that what you can defend. Honestly saying, because let me tell you what. So as I said before, first innings was marvelous. It was great. Even though Nisanka's wicket fell down quite early, it wasn't the perfect start for us. But then Rahul and Nitish Rana, because of Rahul, no doubt Nitish Rana is not going to be spoken about as much as his innings should also be. They forged together an innings of 220, which is only like short of 229 by Virat and AB's innings into 2016, which we all know about. So that is how great the first innings was. Just wanted to put it into perspective. We talk about partnership in cricket. This is one to watch, honestly. Now coming on to the second innings, no doubt Priyansh Arya and Prabh Simran are both very young and talented players. But I just want to remind everyone, just go have a look at the first 6 hours, 6 overs of power play bowling. I don't think you could have seen a worse 6 overs of stretch, honestly saying. And that also comes with a lot of uncertainty because our main bowler, which is Lungi and Giddy, it was shocking to see what went through on the field today. The game got disrupted for about 20-25 minutes because of how serious. It was not a regular injury that we see on an everyday basis. You had the ambulance come through, you had the stretcher on the field. It was scary, to be honest. Seeing him move was a good sign today. I think it is most probable that he's out for the season. So yeah, that's about it. I think so because that is how serious it looked. But yeah, let's wait for the news. So that's one thing that obviously occurred with our team. Then I don't know what's happening. Who's Munaf Patel, the bowling coach? I don't know what they're learning. No bouncers being bowled, just regular bowling. No doubt Priyansh Arya and Prabh Simran were great. They were on top of their game today. There is no doubt about it. But I mean, you got to swing the ball, you got to pitch it in the right areas. If they're going after you, you come up with some plans, maybe try and york them early, or just something, place, set them some good fields. I didn't see anything. I saw no balls bowled in the power play by Akib Nabi. I don't know what's going on. Delhi didn't have a fast bowler today. It was just Mukesh and Akib Nabi bowling at max 130, 135, which in today's game is, trust me, for the skill of modern batters, nothing. They see it like
Yeah.
slow mo. It's nothing. 130, 135 is nothing. You can bowl it in the best of length. They can come in the better batting positions to tackle you. That's how well trained they are. And to go back to when Sandy Pachi was speaking about, how Punjab is performing, let me tell you the real reason behind it because no one knows that better than me. it is Ricky Ponting. Trust me when I say that it is Ricky Ponting. If he is not there, I don't think they can perform this well with the same set of players because he's come from Delhi. Delhi was a struggling franchise until Delhi Ponting joined us. He led us to our first IPL final, where we faced the mighty, invincible, one of the best teams of all time, Mumbai 2020 team. That's when we lost in the final. So I know well about Ricky Ponting, and I don't know why Delhi let him go. It's just crazy to even think about. But I think that's the main reason that factors as Punjab's victory.
Sanket, it's both of them, isn't it? It's Shreyas Iyer and Ricky Ponting. And I think you lost both of them. And that one, Shreyas leads on the, like you look at the captaincy today of Riyan Parag, he's not a captain, and you look at Ishan Kishan, he wasn't a captain. Now Pat Cummins comes in, the captaincy, that captain role is very, very important in the team. Even to be fair, Bapu today, he looked lost. And Kaya Rahul
forget about him. He's been lost the entire season, and I agree with you. Shreyas is a big part of everything that's happening, but he will always be in the limelight. No one is going to forget Shreyas when you talk about Punjab. He's the centerpiece of it all. It's like without him, the puzzle doesn't get completed. But Ricky Ponting is not being spoken about enough.
No, that's why speak about it. Trust me, Sanket. We speak about it. We call it the Jodi, man. We call it the Jodi. The two tunes that play together, And when he was at the auction, if you watch the auction closely, I wasn't there, but I had a lot of dealings with the franchise in the auction. For the first time on the auction table, Ricky was calling the shots. Ricky was calling the shots. So we are fully aware of Ricky, and you watch the post-victory things, the way Ricky talks to the lads, it's a different level. And we really respect that. And I think that's where
he's a phenomenal coach, no doubt. And now, getting back on Delhi's performance, last match we spoke about it, Ratsi, and Samrud was there on the panel as well. We spoke about Abhishek being dropped in the 80s and then him scoring 130, leading to the total around, in 240s. Guess Delhi haven't learned from it. We've dropped a total of 4 catches, which honestly are all regulation catches. Like not one of them I could say, okay, it was just a half chance or something. They're all regular catches. They're all, catches which you expect professional players who are being paid in crores and who have such a large families, you expect them to take those catches. It's not a secret from ground up, from the beginning of gully cricket, we know catches win matches. That's how it is. And I couldn't be more frustrated as a Delhi fan. Honestly, no one's more surprised or shocked to see today's result, because I didn't expect Delhi to score 264 through the season. I didn't think we had the firepower. I honestly thought that, we're a team, okay, 220 max, and then our bowling will take care of it because we have a balanced bowling lineup because of, Kuldeep and Aksar. But I don't know, the captaincy has not been, well. Why Natarajan was not brought in earlier, as a left-arm bowler to just change up things and all of that. I'm not saying any of that would have changed the result of the match, but why not give it a try? So, yeah, the captaincy has not been good.
You've got Stark coming back, which I think will change your dynamics of your bowling. So you then have that quick bowler. But as I said, I agree with you. I think Akib Navi and the other guy, Sharma, Deshta Mukesh, they were. If I was batting against them, I would love to bat against that. But as we saw in Archer today, I think Sunrisers did something really well. They batted out Archer, didn't they? When Archer had a couple of dropped catches on the boundaries, but Archer was the difference, and that was the difference. All the other bowlers, as soon as Archer was out, even Berger to some extent, you can face him. But I think with Delhi, it is that missing link, and Stark is back, so it'll be interesting to see how they do their bowling lineup. And again, if you look at the wicket itself, the wicket slowed down. And again, I say Kuldeep's first 2 overs were brilliant. But his second 2 overs, I think the players worked out what he was trying to do. So, as I said, it's one of those things when you can't do anything against the batting. The catches should have been caught. But I say, on the other answers, from Punjab's point of view, if Shashank had caught KR Rahul, then suddenly your batting lineup doesn't look good. So, again, that was the thing. Today, you batted the power play. You didn't lose the wickets. But and why Ashutosh is not playing in the team, I do not know, because I'd take him back in a flash. Take Nia Vadera out and bring in Ashutosh, because that would be game over for us.
Yeah, but like we all know, lost is the highest ever chase, not just in IPL by Punjab. It's the highest ever chase in T20 franchise cricket all over the world. So yeah, it was memorable, especially from Sandy Baji. I'm not sure what my opinion is because highest power play score in the IPL was by Sunrisers 125 last season against Delhi in Delhi. Today we saw the second highest power play score 116 in Delhi by Punjab. So I just don't know what's the point of home advantage and all of that. But yeah, like let's just I believe everyone should just have the appreciation for KL Rahul and his innings because there's nothing wrong that he's done everything, and despite everything, he's man of the match. So he deserves his props, and yeah, hopefully we can see him in the same colors. I believe everyone throughout India loves to see him in this form.
Expected Ram to give a monologue, got Sanket's monologue, but waiting for Ram's monologue as well. Talking to Samrudh about SRH. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for the quite a great conversation on Delhi Capitals and Punjab Kings, because we know that match required a lot of discussion. But Samrudh, talking about the SRH bowling, one point I have taken out of the discussion, that is कि आज आपके जो bowlers अभी तक नाम कमा रहे थे और new bowlers है, प्रफुल्ल हिंगे, not to put any question over them, but प्रफुल्ल हिंगे getting scored for 49 runs जो उन्होंने अपने पास से दिए. इसके अलावा पैट कमिंस की वापसी जरूर हुई. इधर तरफ ईशान मलिंगा ने 2 विकेट लिए, 38 रन्स दिए. साकिब हुसैन को 62 रन्स पड़े हैं. सो डू यू थिंक कि यंगस्टर्स के ऊपर इस बात का क्या असर पड़ता होगा, बिकॉज दे आर स्टिल न्यू. आई मीन वी नो दैट दे हैव डेब्यूटेड इन दिस सीजन. सो हाउ डू यू सी दैट, और क्या कल से ऐसा हो सकता है कि आगे आने वाले मैचेस से उनके कॉन्फिडेंस में थोड़ा असर आए?
I think yes. I mean, see, the kind of wicket that we were playing on today, I think it was a belter of a wicket to bat on, first of all. And I don't want to be very harsh on my bowlers as well. And I really loved the way Praful Hunge came back in the last over. I think he bowled really well in the last over. So I don't want to be that harsh as well. They are two brilliant youngsters for us. Yes, games like these do happen. I think they'll learn from it. There is Varun Aaron as well and to guide them. So I'm not going to be too harsh, but yes, this is a great learning curve for them. The way that they were smashed today, that is was not good to see from a Sunrisers point of view. But I think this will just be a learning curve. I think they'll be coming back stronger in the next game.
चलिए, I've got one comment for Ram as well. Syed Nabi on Facebook is saying, कल ही बताया RR जीत नहीं पाएगी. Captaincy and overconfidence is their main reason. Ram, stage is all yours.
Syed Bhai said complete absolute truth here, because I've been saying this for a while as well. See, most of the teams which are doing very well. I mean, we talked about Punjab and why they're winning. They've got a fantastic coach and they've got a fantastic captain. Whatever said and done about Shreyas, even in Kolkata when he was there, he did so well. He bought them last year as well. So I think that clarity that the coach and the captain bring is what is needed here. Here we have got an absolutely unproven guy. I don't know what kya karam kiya hai isne zindagi mein, that for 8 seasons we are persisting with somebody who in any other franchise, believe me, any other franchise, एक season के ऊपर नहीं टिकेगा ये. With the kind of performances he's done or the kind of investment, it is any other team they would have just dropped him. He's not an India player by any chance. He's probably been in the fringe in terms of a few Bangladesh matches or some Zimbabwe matches. Uske alawa he's done nothing to the fore. Ek season pe he's probably had a few matches. So then elevating him to captaincy and the kind of arrogance he's showing on the field, the kind of overconfidence he's showing, and I cannot believe for the life of me, I just saw later on what he said in the post-match interview, that I felt me and Donovan Ferreira had more chance of picking a wicket against Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan over our premium bowlers. I mean, that is just to the point of ridiculousness. I don't know what to say.
He really said it? He really said it?
That. Yeah, I just read it. He really said that. So, I mean, first of all, he has this belief that, you know what, just because I'm a right arm leg spinner and a right arm bowler, I have a better chance or a better matchup against left arm. Sir, पहले bowler तो बनो, पहले cricketer तो बनो, batsman हो तुम, bat तो score तो बनाओ. I mean, I don't understand this. He's not been able to win by any runs. He's bringing the momentum down. I mean, after the kind of start Suryavanshi gave us, after the kind of, the numbers that we were at, one thing we all know, that whatever said and done about Sunrisers, their batting is their strong suit. So You need to beat them by getting at least 250, and then hope that they screw up in the top. You get their openers early, and we did that. सबसे पहले तो bowling wise, I think Archer bowled his heart out. He literally was making things happen. Even Ishan Kishan's first ball, which went for a 6, but bhai, he had no clue what was happening. So that kind of a start we had. But I completely agree with what Syed said. Overconfidence, even in terms of bowling, even Burger's bowling at the start, I mean, be a little careful. You don't want to give them that. They already were a little rattled by losing head early. They were rattled by Archer's first over. Bowl tight. You're going ahead and giving them 5 wides. You're giving somebody like Abhishek Sharma. See, end of the day, these are batsmen who are not going to be like, "Arey, ek miss ho gaya, I missed one." Abhishek Sharma will swing at every single ball, and if he misses one ball, it doesn't matter to him. He will not be like, "Oh, my confidence is down." He'll be like, "Acha, I missed it. I will now hit 3 balls to make up for it." So that's the mindset that all these new players are playing at. So as a team, what you need to do is try and win these moments. Try and get the right people in. In the previous match, we had a forced situation because of the fact that we had to get Shubham Dubey in. We did not have the 6-7 bowler. So thankfully, we had exact 5 bowlers. Bowl to your strength, bowl to your particular plans, and then make it work. Yahan pe it again is muddled. You have got again him literally saying something as absurd as he had more chance of getting wickets. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. Second of all, you are continuously bowling somebody like Tushar Deshpande, Brijesh Sharma. You had all our main bowlers bowl a single over. So the point is you are coming in and experimenting. You're trying across and trying to think you're smarter and bigger than the game. You're not. All these stats, I mean, I know there's this big discussion happening about stats versus gut feeling, etc. But experience is everything. Okay, you need to have the kind of pedigree and the experience. And so, sorry to say this, one kid can come in and score a century one day. या फिर one newcomer bowler can reduce a team to 9-4-5. But ये हर दिन नहीं होगा. You need a team to win. You want to go the distance. You need to, first of all, respect the game. The game is bigger than you. So stop the swagger. Stop the collars over yourself, walking around. Stop throwing the ball around. You're not Kohli. You're not Kohli. You're trying to be Kohli. You are not, I don't know what he thinks he's this magician. That he had one point was like, I will finish games for India like Dhoni. I will become like Kohli. So he's got this complex in his mind. And I'm seriously saying, he's got this complex in his mind where he thinks कि एक मूवी चल रही है उस मूवी का वो हीरो है, and that is the problem. You need to come down from
very
that
much so, Ram.
Yeah,
on the ball on that. You know, the thing is, he would not get into any other team if he was playing for a thing. And you look at his form, and that's where the problem is. You know, you look at the 4, 5, 6 role. That is very important in the IPL this season because, as we see, if the openers get set and they get the runs on the board, suddenly you still need your 4, 5, and 6 to fire. Him and Hetmeyer. Those are the 2 players that are really problematic for Rajasthan because you do not know what you're going to get with those players. We know what we're going to get with Shreyas. We know what we're going to get with Shashank. We know what we'll get probably with Stoinis. But again, the other teams, you cannot, like someone like Parag, he would be dropped with his level of performance is. He should not be captain of that team. I said it at the start. He's a weak captain. And I think it's a marketing scam that he's captain because there's no stats behind why he's captain. And I say
it was just nepotism. I think at that point, I think the owners had a stake in the Guwahati. There was a guy from
the Guwahati label. Yeah, it's the Guwahati label. But we look at today's performances. You know, Aksa Patel. You know, shocking captaincy. He was clueless, completely clueless. Shreyas was on the ball. Pat Cummins coming back, as I said to Samrud, that's a big plus for them. Gives them the 4 overs in the bat, gives them the experience on the field, and it also gives them some batting depth as well, which is very important. And you look at Rajasthan, after Shudavanshi and Yashasvi, if you get those 2 out quite quickly, suddenly you're exposing that middle order. And Jurel hasn't got the 3rd or 4th gear, the 4th or 5th gear that he will require. He needs to stay in. He's a great guy, great wicket keeper. But again, batting wise, he needs that platform before he can do anything. And if he doesn't have the platform, he'll just eat up dot balls. And today we saw it. And even the Rajasthan, the pitch, we have to look at that because you can get a lot of twos on that pitch as well. So you cannot get away with dot balls. And as soon as the dot ball starts coming in at SS, you're not going to get anywhere. So I think today we kind of seen where we're coming from. You know, Sunrisers are coming through, like a train. They're getting stronger. Punjab are there, RCB are there, and it's that third position, RR, can they fall down? And watch for Chennai, because I think Chennai are really, really playing good cricket now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
love to add
absolutely. I
something
think,
over here.
yeah, go on.
Sorry, Ram, before you. So if you look at it, both the first match and the second match couldn't be more identical. You have two brilliant centuries, in both the matches in the first innings. One KL, one Suryavanshi. Both have played basically match-winning innings. You can't expect more out of them. But it's just the other teams, Punjab and SRH. They've just made a way. They've just somehow said that okay, they've made it, so can we? And they just come in the game, and they've just from nowhere just taken the game. Like this is as per my according to like cricket that I've seen, this is unheard of. To be honest, like you have a 15-year-old scoring 100 in as quick as he's done, and you're someone creating making the third highest score in IPL history. This is what should be we should be talking about. This is the news of the day. But such is IPL that it's just not about both of these things. It's about how Punjab batted today, how they started today, and it's about how SRH, including Abhishek and all. So it's just crazy what's happened today. I think today was just a phenomenal day of cricket. Obviously, not from my and Ram's perspective, but yeah, I'm sure people 200s and
But yeah,
channels.
to be fair, as I said, this is the power of the IPL. You could have one set out, you can have your bowling out, you can have your fielding out, but one thing will win you the match. We've seen in the Mumbai Indian games, the batting was so shocking. The bowling wasn't brilliant, but the batting was shocking. So really predicting these games is so difficult because you do not know what performance you get from those teams, and the consistency isn't there. I think other than Punjab, we are consistently getting those scores. So it's not by fluke. This is like the record for chase 200 plus scores is Punjab's. The highest chase last year, 261. We chased down with KKR. This year we got 265. It's phenomenal. But again, it's really
सर इस डिबेट से वैसे तो मैं निकल नहीं पा रही हूँ बिकॉज आई एम स्टिल स्टक टू व्हाट राम हैज सेड कि रियान पराग हैज सेड कि उसके और डोनोवन फेरेरा की ज्यादा चांसेस है टू टेक विकेट ऑफ अभिषेक उनको बोलते हुए खुद ये हंसी क्यों नहीं आई इस बात पे बट सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कैप्टन्स आई वुड लाइक टू टेक वन ओपिनियन फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू कि there is a debate like not going on right now at a point of time पे मैंने सुनी थी कि if we have 3 formats of cricket, test, ODIs and T20Is, and the kind of like the captain is the real difference in T20I cricket और test में उसकी उतनी importance खत्म हो जाती है कि मतलब उतनी कम पड़ जाती है because you have got sessions to get help from your coaches and stuff. This is just a question which people would like to ask. So, do you all agree कि T20 क्रिकेट में आप एक एवरेज टीम टू अ गुड कैप्टन भी दे देंगे लेकिन फिर भी आपकी टीम ट्रॉफी जीत सकती है? Is there a high chance? या फिर कैप्टन should be as good like जितनी उसकी टीम भी strong होनी चाहिए to win the matches? Do you agree, सुरिंदर सर? आप बताएंगे?
Now, for me, you still need a top quality captain. But if you're Team India in international cricket, you can get away with it because you've got so many options, spinning options, you got batting options, you got bowling options. That's there. Like Surya won the World Cup, but for me, he's not a great captain. Shreyas should be captain of the T20 team. Simple as. He's the best captain. He's got the IPL form to back that up. He's got, that number 4 position. Tilak played a brilliant century a couple of matches ago, but again, he's not Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer is the best batting against spin in probably world cricket. And we saw today, what happened today, as soon as Kuldeep Yadav come out, we lost Connolly. Who was in? Shreyas Iyer. First 2 overs, 3 overs, just getting 6 and over. And then suddenly when he was in full flow, the spinners did not have a chance. And again, this is the most important thing. I've said it from day one. Punjab batted Shreyas Iyer last season at number 3, and I was the only fan saying he should bat 4 because that's when the spinners come on. So it's really important to have a good captain, and for us, the captain for India should be Shreyas Iyer.
Okay, Samruddh, what do you think?
I also have the same thing over here. I think captaincy matters quite a lot. I think the best example would be Dhoni. I still remember, I think in the season of 2021 or 23, I don't know, I think CSK were not that great on paper, but I think his captaincy was brilliant. So I feel that captaincy matters quite a lot in T20 cricket especially. So for me, I think captain leading from the front, they say, I think that holds true very much in this format. So I think he has to play a very important role. And if he's not performing, yes, I think team like India, we all know what happened with Surya, but I think in franchise cricket, not only the captaincy on the field, also his performance also matters. So I think a good captain is a must, especially in a league like IPL, because we've seen a lot of examples this year, like Riyan Parag, Rahane, Gaikwad. You've seen what happens if you're not scoring well and if you're not captaining well. So I think a good captain definitely makes a good team.
Sanket, what do you think?
Yeah, so I'll beg to differ here because I'm no doubt I'm heavily invested into IPL and T20 cricket. But when it's time for, let's say, Border Gavaskar or Ashes, just that's just a whole different league for me. I just that's it for me. Like that's the pinnacle of cricket, the Ashes or the Border Gavaskar, or even India England has become that sort of thing. So as far as that, you compare that with T20, that has there you have far more weightage for captaincy because one right let's say decision by the captain doesn't affect a match that much. You need to keep taking those decisions again and again because it's a longer match. You have more decisions to make. In T20, let's say you go with one, you give the over to one wrong bowler. I remember Pant giving an over for Lucknow to Markram. I don't know what he had in mind, but that over went for 32. So like even though there is impact in T20 as well for captain, I think it's much less because you have others to perform as well. And I think the 12th man also has an impact in the game now. So I think in comparison to Test cricket, we have less impact. But yeah, one thing that this IPL is proving is 100% your captain's performance really changes the entire team environment. Because look at all the successful teams in this IPL till now. You have Punjab, Shreyas is playing really well. You have RCB. Patidar has not been the best, but he's doing a decent job. Then you have SRH. Kishan has been decent so far, and Cummins is back. So that's there. And these three have been the top team so far. You talk about KKR. Rahane has been out of sorts. So has their team. Aksar has been up and down, and mostly, like today, disappointing. Delhi has been disappointing. As Ram said, Riyan Parag shouldn't make a place in the team, and he's causing an issue for them. That's why, I think they lost the match today. No doubt, captains are important, but yeah, like in Test cricket, I still feel, it's much more than that.
Ram, what do you think?
I think a lot of bases are covered, but I'll go for a little bit of a twisted take on this answer. I think in IPL and franchise cricket, and I would agree with Sanket when he says that captaincy is more important in Test matches or something like this, where there is a larger space where they take decisions. I feel captains have more impact in hurting a team. In IPL and franchise cricket, so a bad captain can make you lose matches. Like example, what Paji said, Sky is nowhere close to a good captain, nor was he close to even his batting best when we won the World Cup. So I think he just went through because of the fact that team in T20, one player can literally bail you out. So if you have that many brilliant performers, you could get your team bailed out. So that's what's happening. I mean, right now, if you see Mumbai has got a team on paper which is fantastic, but a bad captain like Hardik Pandya and the way he's behaving and the way he's leading them is actually hurting them. On paper, Rajasthan is doing very well. They've got a great batting lineup to start off with. They've got bowlers. They've got the right people, the right resources. But the way it's mismanaged, the way one person feels he's some sort of a gaff field sobers from the past or from the future, that person is hurting it. So in Akshar Patel, cluelessness, taking the wrong decisions. So I feel in IPL and T20 cricket, you have a tendency of a bad captain or a clueless captain or a misperforming or an underperforming captain to really take your team away from what could have been a victory. So I would say that maybe they are not as important to winning, but they are very much important to making you lose. So that is the difference, right? Because one wrong decision like that you take, or one mismanaged resource, or one particular moment that you keep losing these small moments, you give away points, and then suddenly you find yourself staring at the barrel and you now realize, this season is over, I have to now go to the next season. So I think good captains who are the ones who are able to rise above that wave. They may not be the best captains, but as long as you're not horrible, I think bad captains can hurt this format of cricket a lot more.
चलिए
Very true.
एक चीज तो
Is this me? I think I can't hear Atsi.
You same here. Even I can't hear you.
Can't hear.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's up to us now.
But
We have to
today-
host this.
Yeah, but today, as we say, we saw, as we said, two teams, with no fear batting, bringing it home. Captaincy, again, I think on point for the worst two captains. They messed up. And it was just incredible day of cricket. Tomorrow should be interesting. CSK versus GT, I think will be a very interesting game. What's your guys' tips on GT versus CSK, Ram?
I think I'm backing Chennai to come through, and they've actually shown some resurgence after losing Matre. I think seeing Chetan come in and score the kind of runs we are known for seeing him come across and score that kind of runs, they play the best into, or rather GT play the best into their hands, because GT have got a very classic way of batting. They have Sai Sudarshan and Gill at the start. They have Butler coming in, so they have a very standard way of approaching. So they're not like the other madcap hitters who will come and score 400 runs or 100 runs in let's say 6 overs. So I think they're well suited to tackle the GT threat. So I would say I'm expecting another good performance by them. Akhil Hussein's resurgence as a bowler was very good to see. I was a little worried for the way their bowling looked like because of the fact that a lot of their initial periods were, or rather the start of the tournaments when Rajasthan played them, their bowling looked very toothless. But I feel Chennai has come back very well in terms of the way their bowling looks. With Noor Ahmed and with Akhil Hussain, the spin department looks really good. I think I would say I'm definitely backing Chennai to come through and again get one more and get that mid-table clash that we all know about, heated up again. The way I see it, Punjab RCB are looking very strong, so those top two are more or less settled. It's just about the other two, which is going to be the fun. The whole table is going to be from 3 to 8. LSG and KKR out, so it's all these other teams which will now do something or the other to get to that middle spot.
Yeah, I'll just say.
And I think
Sorry, Paji, something to add here. I think top 3 are almost certain. I think Hyderabad 2, I feel, if not third, at worst, they will make fourth. Unless because we have Pat coming, he's also coming in, right? So when you factor that in, I think Hyderabad are also like, if they, let's say it's not something unusual, they start losing all the matches. But if they play how they played till now and they get better, I think they'll definitely stay either third or fourth. I think we're just talking about one team now. And that team could be any team. It could be Rajasthan, it could be Chennai, it could be Delhi or GT. It just depends, because half the tournament is now gone. All the teams have played 7 out of 14 matches. So yeah, I think it's all the teams are fighting for just one position now.
I agree, and I think the spin aspect is going to play a big part in the second part of the IPL, and that's why I think Chennai with Hussain and Noor is going to come into the party, because I think those two, I've been very impressed with them. Bishnu and Jadeja, good jodi, and I just think those two. If they're allowed to bowl. That's a good one. Samrat, you tomorrow GT versus CSK. What's your views? And then Rajsi can take over.
I'm still backing CSK. I think all the points were mentioned out there, but I somehow feel tomorrow is the night of Devol Brevis. I hope that we get to see the best of Brevis tomorrow. I think his matchup versus Rashid Khan will be something very exciting to see, because he's a really good player of spin. I think he has a very good record against Rashid Khan. So I think that is one battle I would be really excited to see. So I'm expecting a big Devol Brevis innings tomorrow, and I'm backing CSK. Like you said, I think the spin twins, they're doing absolutely fantastic. So CSK for me.
And it's great seeing Sanju. For me, Sanju is the guy. I love Sanju Samson. Always loved him, man. I thought the style is there, the swagger is there. Nobody's talking about Dhoni as well, which I'm so happy about, because that was really pulling the standard and the fandom of IPL to to a very gutter level, which I didn't like. And now we got Sanju Samson wearing that yellow jersey. I'm very happy. And if Sanju Samson was playing for Rajasthan Royals and was captain, I think Rajasthan would have done well. Rajsi, back to you now.
Thank you so much, Paji, for taking care. It was a mini heart attack for me because while I was talking, immediately my laptop closed and I was like, oh my God. फिर मेरे मुंह से कुछ निकला जो मैं live obviously नहीं बोल सकती. But yeah, I am back again. But the thing is, it's time to close the show because we have discussed enough about today's match and tomorrow also we have a double header. एक gentleman हमें पूछ रहे हैं comment section में कि giveaway हमने बहुत time से नहीं किया है और वो चाहते हैं कि अब IPL tickets का giveaway किया जाए. I think it's high time. सही बोल रहे हैं. मैं ये बात अनीस सर तक पहुंचाऊंगी कि आईपीएल टिकट्स का भी गिव अवे हो जाए तो मजा ही आ जाए. सबसे पहले मैं ही जाकर के ले लेती हूँ. मैंने अभी तक एक मैच नहीं देखा. बट एक बार आप सब बताइए, हैव यू गाइज वॉच्ड आईपीएल ऑन इन स्टेडियम अभी तक या कोई है?
Yes.
I have a story
Yes,
to tell.
I have.
So at one point, my dad was working and implementing at Pepsi. So when Pepsi IPL और यहाँ पे हुआ था, and there was the elections in India. So I was at that point a student and I was jobless, and my dad had got tickets for each and every match. So I watched every single match that was there over here in the IPL because of the Pepsi tickets that I got. तो मैंने तो बहुत मजे किए जब दुबई में आया था.
मेरे पापा ने
but I still would love to one day go and watch a match at the Chinnaswamy or something like that. That is the true OG experience that I want to watch one day.
And Sam Rod's from Bangalore, but he sports Hyderabad.
Yeah, so I have seen around 10 matches in Chinnaswamy Stadium. Although the best atmosphere, not for me because I hate RCB. I don't like the atmosphere at all. But talking from a neutral cricket fan, I think it's one of the best atmosphere you can say. Hyderabad is also a very good ground, but obviously the heat and all of that, it's a very big factor out there. But yeah, Chinnaswamy Stadium, a really good place to watch. I was actually there for the India-New Zealand test match where India was all out for 46 actually. So I mean, it was all, and all of my friends were RCB fans who were coming to the stadium for the first time. उन लोगों ने मुझे इतना गाली दिया ना बाद में. I mean, you just took us to a stadium and India got all out for 46. So, but yeah, I mean, atmosphere-wise, the best. Chinnaswamy Stadium.
I have to disagree there now because obviously I've had experience in the last 4 seasons. Firstly, I was at Mohali. I watched a couple of games at Mohali live and I love Mohali. Such a brilliant stadium. The vibe was there, brilliant. The speakers, and at 10:30 the speakers go off and then you suddenly realize where the atmosphere was because obviously it's a residential area. And then now I've been going, obviously for the last 3 seasons I've been going to the new Mulampur, and the first season it was a bit, it was such a big stadium and it wasn't full. But now Punjab Kings Mulampur Stadium, the light show in the afternoon, in the mid innings, different level. We have, like last year we had Sonam Bajwa doing the dancing. That was excellent. I like that. I like her and I like that. And this year we had I think it was one of the songs, Dylan. I think it was a Dylan guy. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't IP Dylan. It was another guy. But it was okay. But the light show at thingy, and yeah, Mulampur is getting brilliant atmosphere. So definitely, if you can get to Chandigarh and get to Mulampur, it's a beautiful place to watch cricket.
Ratsi, I have one request. Can we talk? I think we've all spoken a lot today, about the matches and everything. But I think we've all missed one topic, and it's one topic that is being spoken around the entire world as far as the world of cricket goes. It's being spoken by Michael Vaughan, by Kevin Peterson on all podcasts. We have a 15-year-old, who's hitting centuries in IPL.
Yeah.
And the world is shocked by what a 15-year-old can do, because I certainly don't remember what I was doing in life when I was 15. I can't. I am sorry, but I don't. Can we just speak a bit?
I'll tell you one thing. I obviously with my cricket coaching and stuff I do. I've been to India. I've been to 3 academies in Chandigarh and Punjab and Jakhal, where I live sometimes when I go to India. And I've seen 12-year-olds hit 60 meters. So it's inbred in the team. And in England, we learn to tippy-tap the ball around. But in India, it's a different training. And you know what makes the difference in India is the training in the heat. That is the fitness of the young people, the players coming up is massive, and I think that's the difference. Say a coach in England as well, you know, I don't see the same thing. I see, yeah, parents hungry for the kids to do well, but the hunger comes from the players within India. I think that's the biggest difference between England and India. You have, you know, the hunger is there in India. It's not here. It's not the end of the world for the kid if he doesn't get selected. The parents might mind, but the kid, it isn't there. But in India, and I've even seen girls bowl really quick as well. So it's really, really interesting to see what will happen in cricket in, you know, the next 2 or 3 years. But I just can't see where India will go wrong, because the first team is going to be brilliant for India. Even in the Australia, we see young Indian diaspora players coming through into their system. In the next 4 or 5 years, we'll see 2 or 3 players coming in to play for Australia, especially at T20. And in other countries, you know, New Zealand will have some Indian players. All the teams will have Indian players playing for them. So for Indian cricket, I think it's just going to be the plus. Yeah.
And to answer your other question, Sanket, what I
agree
was
with you more.
doing, to answer your other question as to what I was doing 15 years ago, or when I was at 15, I was doing exactly what Suryavanshi was doing, but on my PlayStation.
No, because the fact is that Suryavanshi last season, I think he had the second fastest 100, and today his 100 is the third fastest, just behind that of Gale. It's
Yeah, man,
crazy.
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I don't think anyone could think about any of this happening. It's just out of the
And
world.
it's top quality bowling. It's against the top quality bowling. That's what people don't understand. So
The moral victory was
Definitely.
no matter what. I think the moral victory we won as Rajasthan is when Pat Cummins' first ball to Suryavanshi also went for a 6. So I'm like, bhai, hamara kya?
So it's crazy what this guy can do. Honestly, like 15 years of age, you know, he's not a adult until now, but the way he hits the ball and
He's something
just
special.
his mindset, it's crazy, because it's not just us or, you know, some individual talking about it. You look at any podcast happening in the world right now, whether it be Michael Vaughan, Kevin Peterson, they're all talking about this guy, because no one, not India, not England, not Australia, no one has ever seen anything like this. And I think the last time this happened was Sachin at 16, and even that was not so loud because of, you know, not having social media and all at that time. I think it's just next level what's happening. Like, it's hard to
Just
complete.
one other point there, Pulkit, other point there. What we fail to recognize, and this is as Indians, and I live abroad. I've always born and bred abroad. So what people don't realize is now cricket is accessible in all parts of India. So we see somebody from Bihar. You know, Bihar is not known for its cricket. Before, the pool of players were going to come from certain states. You know, Delhi, Karnataka, or Mumbai. Those would produce these players. Now we are seeing players come from obscure parts of India, and I'm not including Ryan Parag from Guwahati in this conversation now. All the other players I am selecting, you know, we are seeing these players coming in, and this is a good thing.
People
this is
coming from
very
Kashmir, like
interesting.
Aqib Nabi, Abdul Samad coming from Kashmir. It's great to see people from all over India. But me personally, I'm just, when I see Suryavanshi batting, I go crazy, like what he can do. I don't know why Ram isn't talking more about him. I would love to have him in my
I'm
team.
abhi sadme mein hai. Parag is downplaying the defect for me. So yeah, actually.
You know, when I was 15, I was preparing for my board exams because that was the only thing I could do at that point of time. My mom gave me some kind of relaxation of not learning how to cook or how to be a good bride when it comes to your time. But she just gave me some time to study, and maybe you could do something in life. But yeah, Vaibhav Suryavanshi is giving us, I think, sabhi boomer parents ke liye, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, और coming up millennial parents के लिए एक बहुत अच्छा मैं बोलूंगी लाइन स्टेटमेंट बन गया वैभव सूर्यवंशी कि वो देखो क्या कर रहा है और तुम क्या कर रहे हो, बिकॉज राइट नाउ वो एक था ना एक तरीके से मिसाल बन गया है वैभव सूर्यवंशी की इस एज पर भी लोग क्या कुछ कर सकते हैं. टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक, बहुत सारे बच्चों के लिए तो डर का ही माहौल है जब से वैभव सूर्यवंशी बैक टू बैक कमाल कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ठीक है, ऐसे बच्चे भी हम लोग को जरूर चाहिए. और इंडिया टीम में आप देखते हैं उनको कितनी जल्दी बारी लगती है. लेकिन एक चीज प्रेडिक्ट कीजिए आप लोग के हिसाब से, वैभव सूर्यवंशी की इंडिया टीम में एंट्री कब हो रही है, कितना टाइम लग रहा है इस चीज को? सुरेंद्र बाजी आप बता सकते हैं?
Very soon. I think he's going to come in very soon. and the quicker the better, because we want to see him at that level. But I can't see how this guy can fail, because he's just so talented, super talented. What I want now, and this is for the panel as well, I want a 15-year-old bowler. If we can get a 15-year-old bowler bowling, 140 plus at 15, 16, I would be so happy, because then you've got, your next 10 years of T20 cricket sorted. But Suryavanshi can play for India. It's very difficult to get into that India team, especially top heavy. It's top heavy with batting talent, but there will be some space there, and I'm sure maybe one series, maybe next year, he'll be in the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Samrudh, आपको क्या लगता है?
I think there were rumors of him playing in the Ireland series, actually. If I read it somewhere, I guess. I think there were talks of him debuting for India. I think the first choice players, they will be given a rest. I think he would play in the Ireland series. I think there are 2 T20s versus Ireland before the England tour. I think he might get a chance. I would love to see him. Him and Abhishek Sharma opening the batting. It would be great to see.
Yeah. 300.
Yeah, I think Raji's screen is not working. But yeah, as far as I go, as I agree with everyone, like with Samrudh and Paji, that as soon as possible, because Suryavanshi and Abhishek Sharma batting together, opening is unlike we've seen anything. Like it's going to be just 6s and 4s every ball. It's going to be, I don't think bowlers. I think bowlers would make an injury excuse for that match. To be honest, I don't think they would want to play. They'd rather not play that match. I'll be honest, because you wouldn't want to spoil your economy rates and all of that. And I was just looking at some stats. He's got 357 runs in 8 innings with a strike rate of 235. I mean, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. How do he's belted Bumrah? Who has he not belted? He's belted Bumrah.
I'll tell you something. Never bowl your best bowler to Vaibhav Suryavanshi. The only bowler who's got him out first ball is Praful Hinge. So if you have a new bowler coming in your team, let him bowl against Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Maybe next time when Rajasthan plays, get in your part-time bowler. You never know. You might get a wicket.
Yeah.
Never bowl your
But
best bowler.
It's a surprise element, isn't it? It's a surprise element, because he's gonna want to smash him. So the risk level is going to be high. And obviously, I think the big thing, what I've learned about this as well, is obviously when they batted second and he wasn't on the field, he didn't bat well. So he needs to be on the pitch even the last 4 or 5 overs before, to see where the bounce is, and then obviously he can settle down. Batting first is no problem. Batting second, when he's not been on the pitch, that might be the only Achilles heel for him. So but you don't get substitutes in the international cricket, do you? So that won't be a problem. But generally, I think we've got a world star in there. He's like, in England, we watch a lot of darts, and we have Luke Littler, who's 16 years old or 17, world champion in darts. I think now it's we've got Suryavanshi. He's at that level.
Do you think this opening pair of Suryavanshi and Abhishek might just be the greatest of all time? The greatest T20 opening pair ever? I think it's going to be crazy.
Could be, but I'm really sad, because obviously this means Prab Simran and Priyansh might not get an international cap, and I don't want
Indian cricket is right now. That's just how Indian cricket is.
I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want Priyansh and Prab to get an international cap, because they will be capped, and then we might lose them in the auction, which is going to be after the year after next. So, as a selfish point, Priyansh and Prab, just stay for Punjab. Don't get Indian cap. Let Suryavanshi get the Indian cap, and then it'll cause problems in the auction.
During the World Cup, also during the previous World Cup, I heard the commentators say the talent pool in India is at such a level. You can get 3 11s. You can get 3 playing 11s, and the third playing 11 might eventually be the first playing 11. That is how deep the talent in India runs. Like, it is like so true that you can put Prab Simran and Priyansh Are in another playing 11. They might go off as well. Maybe better. You'd never know. It's on the day. You know.
I think to add to that, right now, what they're going to do is they're floating the idea of a simultaneous team where 2 teams are touring at the same time, which makes sense. I mean, we have got such a big pool. we can literally be winning 2 World Cups at the same time. I don't know.
Easily. The
And
talent
there's one elephant in the room is when are these non-capped players going to be allowed to be playing in the foreign leagues, especially the 100? I want to really question mark that, because I think as soon as that happens, each team will have 2 Indian players at least in their team. And then, the Pakistan issue will no longer be an issue for teams to pick players.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think BCCI is going to allow any of that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to
they
allow,
can't afford it. Yeah.
because it just takes away from the exclusivity of IPL. I don't think they will, because this
They won't allow it. No, they won't allow it. But for players, if they're not playing international cricket, to play abroad in different leagues is definitely the best thing for their development. So I know the brand of the IPL is very important, but it's also important that these players get the opportunity to play county cricket or play some T20 cricket or ODI 50-over cricket in overseas conditions, because when they do get that step up to go into international cricket, they are aware of the outside, and it's different. Cricket is different in England. Duke's ball, swinging conditions, overhead cast conditions. You don't want to come in from T20 cricket, suddenly jump up to Test cricket, and then suddenly have to play that format cricket. So someone like Aqib Nabi, it would be great to see him play some county cricket to see what he does in that format, because that could be potentially somebody who could get a potential cap at international level in the red ball.
Yeah, but I think there's already a solution for what you said, Paji. That I think it's just people who don't talented Indian cricketers who don't see themselves playing, in the Indian cricket team because of the competition. I think they're just going to leave India and, let's say, join other countries, other weak countries. Let's say someone just comes to UAE, the team of UAE, Oman. You have Italy coming up, because that's already happening. You have Australian players, leaving Australia because they don't see themselves playing for Australia. They'll go to other places. I think that might become a big possibility in the future. Yeah, I'm sure that will happen. Maybe not England, because England and Australia are well established, but they might go to smaller nations where it's just okay, come play for our team and represent us. I think that's going to work really well.
Yeah, and Canada and America, that's going to be a big market as well. Yeah.
True.
Okay, thank you so much, gentlemen.
Brilliant.
It was a great discussion today, and we have really discussed 360-degree of this IPL, and whatever we felt was should be discussed. But thank you so much, each and everyone, for giving us your precious 1 hour, as we have got great discussion and people loved it, as I can see in the comments. Thank you so much, Samrut. Thank you so much, Sanket, Sandy, Paji, and Ram, for giving me your time. Tomorrow we have to come back and discuss about the other 2 matches as well, and we have got 4 more fans to joining us. But तब तक के लिए तो अभी घर वापस जाना है और कल मैच देख करके वापस फिर आना है मिस्टर क्रिकेट यूए पे to discuss about further. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye, guys.